Hi guys, Zeth here, and welcome back to another episode of TerraFirmaCraft. So I've been hunting down a new ore. Not really new, I guess, but basically I was melting my copper up and had this realization that, hey, I could make a bronze alloy and actually make a bit more use of this. Well, I don't have silver around, so sadly, black bronze is out of the question, and I don't have tin, so normal bronze is out of the way. Bismuth bronze, however, requires sphalerite, which we've got actually an alright amount. I'm not going to say a lot because it isn't a lot, but we do have a bit. Now, the big reason why I brought you guys in isn't because I think I'm narrowing in on the vein, per se, but because I've been hearing some rock slides, and I might actually now be past that area. In fact, I'm thinking I am, just based on the fact that I haven't heard any in a while now. uh, Fine. Okay. Well, let's go a couple more levels down. Just in case, because this, it could be a cave. And if it's a cave, that means that, hey, the bismuth is easier to get at. A little bit easier, anyway. Okay, and can use a little bit of the shale. Nope. Quartzite, toss you all up there. Also, around our area, the rock underneath the schist is rhyolite, which is kind of nice to know. Okay, I heard the cave-ins starting when I was just entering the quartzite, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Just dug like 2 more blocks off camera and got attacked by the noise. We should be getting really close. I also heard a zombie, so it's definitely an open pit of some kind. Anticipation's killing me. Ah, here it is. Okay, here we are. Also, reason why the noise is a little echoey, the actual Minecraft noise, is because it is. There's a mod that I installed. I also found this one through one of the... Wow. Through one of the mod packs, which it basically overhauls sound propagation, as I understand it. So it adds reverb and that kind of stuff, which is kind of cool. It sounds really nice. Now, planking. Can shell be made into anything, what is it? Flux. I'm trying to remember if shale is one of the flexible rocks. Dolomite, marble, borax. Yeah, it's not. Okay, no need to collect it then. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to dig up a lot of this and hope we get the, hope we find the bismuthinite. Although, if we don't, I do have 2 pieces of it anyway, so either way. There we are. Took some of the little bits of bismuth we've picked up, combined it with some of the copper, and got a bismuth bronze prospector's pick. Found traces. Okay. So basically, I am blanking on how exactly the prospector's pick works. Very large of kaolinite. Interesting. That's not what we're actually after. Still only traces. Now I know the prospector's pick is not guaranteed to actually tell you what you want, nor is it actually, it doesn't give you directions either. And it's up to you, basically, to actually narrow down what it's telling you. Now, the reason why I'm digging in this particular area, there were two of the little bismuth nuggets up there. And supposedly at one point, I know this was true, you can actually dig straight down from where those were and you would find some ore. I don't believe that's true anymore. In fact, I'm pretty much certain that's not true. So, Also, another thing, newer updates for TFC have included a little bit of a perk for master level prospecting, and that is you can actually tell the quality. Obviously, I'm not able to. That's not going to be a thing for me for a long while. Yeah. You'll have to come down here for kaolinite later. Right now, yeah, we just don't have kaolinite. We don't have the durability on our pickaxe, I think. And I'm pretty sure we could, if we want, make some more bismuth bronze. In fact, I know we could, because there are more nuggets around. But I'm not gonna really bother with it right now. I could make a saw, which is something I do very much want. But nah. To me, right now, it's more important to get a stable supply of bismuth, or a bit more stable supply of metal tools, I guess. I'm not gonna complain, because, I mean, I do need to find kaolinite eventually, but I would have been okay not finding it right yet. Let's actually not destroy the ore, though. Yeah. Actually, let's turn down, I think it's blocks. That's better. I think it's important for everyone to be able to hear the game, both myself and you guys. But there's a point where I don't want to deafen you guys either. And it sounded, yeah, falling noises for TerraFirmaCraft are really loud, I feel. At least as a base. Okay. There's got to be bismuth down here somewhere. I mean, there doesn't have to be, but I hope there is. And seeing as we are actually in shale, bismuth will spawn in here. As well as, I'm pretty sure is, yeah, is quartzite down below us, which I think also has bismuth. Shale and quartzite. Actually, quartzite looks like it does not. But, well, yeah. Looks like I'm gonna have to cut out for a little bit. See if we can't find this bismuth. Alright. Quit yelling at your screens. Went ahead, made a lot more bismuth bronze because our pickaxe broke, and honestly I'm just kind of tired of not having a saw. And I also really want a mace. That's better. Feels good to have one of these again. I'm still not set on this particular texture for them, but it's what I got for now. So, yeah. Anyways, I need to go ahead and, oh yeah, I did a little bit more work on the house, which is actually one of the bigger reasons why I did grab the saw, because it's actually going to be useful in a moment. There. Trees are free, or gone, not really free. I mean, I guess they're kind of free because, you know, they're out in the world now, or some junk. Moving on. Spruce. Workbench. Let's get all of that converted to planks. And there that is. And hey, we'll finally actually be able to call this somewhat safe. I think I actually don't want to put pine there. I want to complete that. I wasn't entirely sure how I wanted to finish it off, so I kind of left it. But I think I do have an idea of what I want to do there now. But we have 3 walls and not a wall. So we're getting closer to actually being safe, like perfectly safe during the night, so that's always good. Before we go back to trying to track down that, bismuth, I've got 1 string, and I've had 1 string with no use for it for a while, so let's see if we can't get a little bit more than just 1. Since we actually have a real weapon this time around. There we go. Now, I want to say we can make a bunch of random stuff, but weapon-wise, one more and we get a bow, or we could get a fishing rod, which I think is actually what I'm going to end up going with, because it's actually late or early autumn, and there's still quite a bit of corn around, but I wouldn't mind a little bit of protein. And yeah, I kind of don't have a farm going. We'll be fine. Like, I'm not worried about how much food I'm going to have. I am a little bit worried about how low my health will get, though. Okay, so over by our bismuth, we've also got bituminous coal, which would be nice to find, actually, because if I don't have to worry about making charcoal as soon, because I'm pretty sure that's basically what coal will do for us. And it can be used in a couple different areas where coal or charcoal otherwise would be used. I'm pretty sure anyway. So if we can find either of those veins, I'll be happy. Okay, medium right here should be good. And I know this isn't exactly how Prospector's pick works. I I should try and triangulate and stuff like that. The problem is all the extra signals in the area. I don't think it would be worth it right now. Because I just... Maybe it would. This cowl in it is really getting to me. It's really annoying. Speak of the devil. Dug down like 2 blocks and got some bismuthinite. And I think that actually looks like it's rich. Yeah. That is good. That is really good, actually. I could not ask for better quality. So I'm happy with that. The annoyance was well worth it. So, yeah, it looks like we actually have a bit more of a stable source for bronze alloys, which means we can actually start considering climbing back up into the higher tiers, which I feel like I'm moving really, really fast. It's almost kind of want to slow down. But yeah, I don't know. I would say tell me what you guys think, but I'm still working on getting a massive backlog, so I honestly have no idea what episode I will be up to record-wise when you guys see this, so yeah. Anyways, like I was about to say, I think I'm going to call it here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.